Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. And brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar, Coca-Cola with zero sugar and now even more delicious. Carolina Ford, built for the Carolinas, built Ford proud. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by Hardison and Cochran, dial 919 all fours for a free legal consultation.
Hello again and welcome to the latest edition of the Carolina Insider. My name is Jones Angel and man, do we have a busy show for you today. A lot of action to get to. Let's cut right to it. Carolina has been busy on the basketball side of things. That includes a road game at Notre Dame on Wednesday night. Unfortunately, the Tar Heels didn't get the finish they wanted. Came back from 13 down, took the lead, but couldn't quite execute down the stretch the way they had hoped. Notre Dame sneaks out of there with a win. You'll see some footage from that matchup. Carolina then back at home for the first time in conference play. That was Saturday at 1 o'clock. And the Tar Heels put in perhaps their best performance of the season. Certainly the best performance of the year in what has been a good year for Armando Bacot. 29 points and 21 rebounds for Armando. That led the Heels to a 16-point win. We're going to see highlights and talk to a couple of Tar Heels after that one as well. Carolina Gymnastics started its season this week as well, hosting a tri-meet with Auburn and Bowling Green, and a terrific start to the year. The women scored a 195.70 in the meet. That's their best score ever in a season opening meet. Finished second in that tri-meet, just 0.6 of a point behind Auburn. But a great showing for first-year head coach Dana Durante and her team. You'll see some footage from that meet. Plus, Adam Lucas and I had a chance to speak to Coach Durante this week as well. So a lot to get to. We'll start with basketball. On the road at Notre Dame, Wednesday of this past week. Let's check out some footage.
Leaky Black straight on in the Tar Heel half court. Now right side to Love. Wants the post, gets it to Bacot against Atkinson. His hook shot on the baseline is good for this Notre Dame team, and that's what we think. Goodwin obviously wanted to come out of that timeout. Bray wanted him to get started as Bacot works inside again on Atkinson, and a fancy move up and under as he took a big sidestep, got pushed in the back. Left corner Harris drives baseline, bounces to Black right side. Out to R.J. Davis. Open look at three, and he knocks it home. DeMarco Dunn off the Tar Heel bench as Bacot gets the inbounds against Leshevsky. Hook shot on the right baseline is good. Bacot has 14 here in the first half. Carolina gets the rebound, so Notre Dame's cooled off a bit here. Heels, though, trying to take advantage. Down 6, make it down 4. Love dribbling on the perimeter. He's just going to elevate and try and answer it, and he does, knocking in the long triple. Again, one of just 8 scholarship players available tonight for the Heels as Love knocks away a handoff pass, dives to the floor to earn the possession for Carolina. Hands off to Bacot. Bacot has to wait for traffic to clear, gives it to Love. He's just going to elevate for 3 and knock it in. Brings it up the left side of the court. Crosses over, gets to the elbow. Kicks it in the corner left to Anthony Harris. His 3 is good. Anthony Harris for the triple. Can Carolina find offense? Davis to Manick. Pop out 3. Got it. Love, guarded by Wesley, gets a screen from Bacot. Carolina needs it, and he gives it to him, the straight-on triple. Shot clock at 17. Love tries to get a screen from Bacot. Drives hard on the left, scoops it over the challenge of Atkinson. Heels within 1. A season high, and all of a sudden the Heels down 5. Carolina's got to score. Minute 45 to go. Davis answers the triple. Black will be the inbounder. Gets it out to R.J. Davis. He's got to go. Fires up the 3. Knocked it in from deep on the left wing. And Notre Dame, on the strength of 13 made three-pointers, able to outlast an undermanned Tar Heel team tonight in South Bend.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
Right?
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
I need to try it first.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try it first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison & Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919-ALL-4s.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
So the Tar Heels, after that difficult defeat at Notre Dame, came back home needing a quality performance against Virginia and absolutely picked it up. The Tar Heels get the 29-point, 21-rebound performance from Armando Bacot, also Caleb Love and Brady Manek in double figures in this one. Leaky Black, RJ Davis, some great defense against that precise Virginia offense too. Let's see some highlights from the win, plus you'll hear a post-game interview Adam Lucas conducted with Armando Bacot. Let's check it out. Carolina beats Virginia by 16.
It should have been a really good opportunity for him to take a deep shot by Manek on a ball reversal just off the front, but Bacot is there for the offensive rebound, one-handed with Shedrick hanging on him. Try and stay close, but make him make tough shots. Manek going to try and make a tough shot, and he does from the right corner for 3. Out to Love with 11 on the shot clock. Love just looked like he was going to go, so he did, and dropped in the long 3. You know that when he starts eyeing it, and now he just pulled up a steal on the far side, and Heels are off for a break. He'll pull up for the mid-range. Yes, sir. Trying to find something offensively. Love. Long pass to Bacot. He was able to double pump in the air and dunk it home. Now left wing, it goes to Caleb Love. He'll back up. 11 on the shot clock. Love, another step back. Long distance triple. Holy cow, he knocked it in. By Caleb. He'll send it left side to Davis. Left corner, it goes to Manek. He gets it down low to Bacot for the flush. Timeout, Virginia. Manek slaps the rebound out to Love. Heels will reset. Love, quick shot from straight away. Three-pointer, why not? Love against Beekman. Spins right of the lane. Little backdoor bounce pass to Davis. Hands off to Bacot. Works around Cafaro and lays it in. Gorgeous basketball. Left sideline. Into the paint. Out to Manek. Right out to Love. He's on the right side this time. He'll shoot it and knock it in. RJ Davis still without a field goal, leaves it for Manek. Virginia left him alone. That's a bad idea. He drops in the triple. 5 on the shot clock. Heels got to get moving. Manek, he's going to have to force up a long triple. Yes, nothing but net. Hands off on the right sideline to Anthony Harris. Back to Manek. Corner 3 ball. You know it. Virginia with the rebound. Tar Heels with the big lead. Manek blocks the jump shot of Beekman. Love comes up with the loose ball. Long push ahead to Manek. Over his head to Bacot. What an exclamation point. So, the Tar Heels stop a 7-game frustration against Virginia as they not just beat the Cavaliers in the Smith Center today, they really control the ball game and dominate their visitors from Charlottesville.
Who else could we talk to after Carolina's big win other than Armando Bacot? 29 points, 21 rebounds. Mondo, how'd you do it?
Just our approach all after our game on Wednesday. We all just wanted to come in and get a win and just put on the show for Carolina basketball, and that's what we did.
You were pretty specific after Wednesday night that you were embarrassed and thought you and the team could do better. What did you do Thursday and Friday to bring forth the type of effort both individually and team-wise this afternoon?
Just more of a mentality. I mean, a lot of our problems are not really on the court. It's just our approach and things like that. So just all after the game on Wednesday, I just wanted to come ready and just come and play as hard as I can.
What kind of approach issues do you feel like were better today?
We all just came locked in, and we really wanted to go out there and play hard and win and do it for our fans.
21 rebounds. You're the second player in Carolina history to get 20 rebounds in the Smith Center other than a guy you know, Sean May. How were you so active on the glass, and what does that mean to you to be next to him in the record book?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know how Coach May is. He's very competitive, and actually during the game he was telling me I need to go get 20 rebounds, and he was just helping me out. And, I mean, last game I was short of 20 rebounds, so this game I wanted to make sure I got it.
How has he helped you in your development as a big man?
Yeah, I mean, he's just such a smart player, so a lot of the things he do for me just make the game so much easier for me, and he just everything he does for me has been great, and it's been helping my game a lot.
You've really worked hard on playing physically without fouling, and you did both those things today. It was very physical inside, but you were never in foul trouble. What's the difference in how you're able to do that now versus earlier in your career?
Just maturity, just finding out what I can and cannot do, and just, just applying those in the game.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
Right?
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try it first.
Yes!
I need to try it first.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
I need to try it first.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Welcome back to the show. You saw those highlights from the win over Virginia that propelled Carolina to an 11-4 record, 3-1 in the ACC. After the contest, I had an opportunity to sit down with Tar Heel head coach Hubert Davis.
Another thing that does not show up on the stat sheet is we switched him to Gardner. Gardner he's an interesting matchup because he's a big wing that can score around the basket, and so if you put a small guy on him, he can post you up. If you put a bigger guy on him, he's really quick and athletic to be able to get around you. And we put Armando on him, and his size really bothered him. And so not just rebounding, not just scoring, but just one-on-one defense was off the chart for Armando. This is the best game he's played in his college career. I'm so proud and happy for him.
Coach, at one point, Eric, during the broadcast, said this looks like a totally different team than what we saw on Wednesday night against Notre Dame.
It was. You know, one of the things that we talked about, and I told them that they have two things, really three. Number one is you have an opportunity. I said, you know, myself, Coach May, and Coach Lebo, we don't have the opportunity to put on that uniform anymore. I said, not only do you have an opportunity, you have ability to do that. I said, no longer do I have the ability, or Coach May or Coach Lebo. So you have an opportunity and the ability to play here at North Carolina. And I said, because you have that opportunity and because you still have that ability, then you also have responsibility. You're responsible to bring energy, effort, and toughness on every play on both ends of the floor. And it seemed to resonate in them against when we practiced yesterday, and I reminded them before the game, and that's what they did. They were responsible of playing as hard as you can, and today was Carolina basketball.
10 assists on Wednesday night. You had 19 on 28 made field goals tonight. The ball movement felt really, really impressive.
It was really good, and it was a good indicator from practice yesterday. We practiced really well, and one of the things that I was really encouraged by was the ball movement. We were really moving the basketball. We know that when we came off ball screens, they either double or hard hedge, and we did a really good job of controlling the ball, getting out of those double teams, and just making the extra pass, trying to pass up good shots to get great shots. And I thought that we did that consistently offensively, and as a result, we had 19 assists as a team.
Just two more things, Coach. Your ability to shoot from the outside, how much did that help your effort today when you juxtapose it with some struggles that you guys have had the last few times against Virginia?
It is. You know, you have to be able to shoot the ball against Virginia. You just do. Because of you know, their defensive principles. As I've said that, you know, they've got good on-ball defenders, but they're also good team defense. And so they do a really good job of protecting the paint. They're sitting in the gaps. They call it the pack line. It's very difficult to penetrate and get to the basket. The way that you're able to do that is get the spacing, and then you get the balance, and then now you get the movement. And so one of the things from an offensive standpoint we talked about is everything has to have movement and pace, and we have to have that spacing, because in their rotations, if you got great spacing, those rotations are longer. And now with our ability to shoot, it's harder to close out. And then while they're closing out, we can put the ball on the floor and attack the rim. So I think everyone talks about have great spacing. You know how you get great spacing? You got guys that can shoot. You can space out all you want. If you have 4 guys, 5 guys that can't shoot, they're still going to be in the lane. And Brady Manek came up with a big game. He shot the ball extremely well.
So a great win for Carolina basketball on Saturday afternoon. The previous evening in Carmichael, Carolina Gymnastics had its first meet of the season in front of more than 4,100 fans, a program record to see Carolina compete. It was a tri-meet with Auburn and Bowling Green. Tar Heels performed really well, their highest ever season opening score. Let's see some of the highlights.
And we are going to get a look at that first replay from Carolina. And Emery Summy had an excellent season on vault last year.
Absolutely. She's so consistent for the Tar Heels. Oh, and now we're going to Lolly Dekanoitsa. Look at this huge 1.5. Really nice. You know, that is one of those vaults that starts out of the 10.0. The Yurchenko fulls, which the rest of the lineup did, they start from 9.95. So it's really exciting that she's bringing that 10.0 vault, doing a great job with this bars team. Gearing up for her dismount here. Full twisting double back. I don't know if that was a stick or a college stick.
It was a stick. Got off to a great start on vault, and this routine on bars was exceptional from Elizabeth Colton.
It's exquisite, and I have to say, when I see this back in replay, I can see that there is a little bit of lack of amplitude on that Tkachev, but just the technique, the toe point, the extension, she is just, it's this very classical technique, but she's very powerful, is capable of doing the all-around as well. Look at this front toss. I don't know that I've seen a front toss done that well in college gymnastics. And here's the dismount, 1.5 twist, sinks into it. She knows exactly where she is in the air, and that's why I think she is one to watch, and just had that really precise technique. You know, she's not the most powerful gymnast, but here we're going to take a look at her first pass. she does that double back. Look, her legs are together, teeny tiny flexed feet at the end, but the judges probably won't catch that. And we're taking a look at her middle pass here. This is that front layout to the front full. And yeah, as Brian said, just almost went out. You know, that's a seasoned competitor. She saw where she was. She made that adjustment to take a small step forward.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
Right?
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
I need to try it first.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try it first.
Yes!
I need to try it first.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
You saw that footage from Carolina Gymnastics earlier in the show before this last break. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to speak to first-year head coach Dana Durante earlier in the week. Coach Durante excited about what's to come for Carolina Gymnastics.
Brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar.
Okay, take us through when this job came open. Coach Galvin had been here for nearly 40 years. Why was this a job that caught your eye?
Yeah, really good question. I mean, it's hard to explain in a short summary, but the best I'll say is my husband and I, there were a few places that if I was going to get back into coaching that made sense from a location standpoint,
Sure.
from being near our family standpoint, and places that we just loved. I mean, we've always loved the Carolinas. And so, and specifically, I have to say this, he is a huge North Carolina fan because he was in college and high school when Jordan was in school here. So he's just a huge Carolina fan and always has been. From a gymnastics standpoint, Coach Galvin, amazing man, built a great legacy here, but so much potential here for Carolina Gymnastics. And so it really just felt like it fit. And if I was going to take that leap back into coaching, it was a place that, you know, if everything aligned from the athletic department and sort of my values and how I want to coach, then it would be the perfect fit, and it did. I mean, it just feels like a place where I can be authentic. I can coach the young women in a way that is about their growth and their development, and I can help, you know, hopefully our staff, we can help make them amazing gymnasts as well. But really at the forefront is just that growth and development, and Carolina embraces that. So it really just made a lot of sense. It was really a great alignment.
You have a long history of coaching success. What are a couple things you saw when you got here that you immediately knew we can do this a little bit differently, and that will automatically, as you said, raise the ceiling a little bit?
Yeah, good question. A couple really small things. One, believing that you can be a great student, you can pursue your dreams academically here as well as athletically. I think they felt like they could, but they needed someone to say, absolutely you can, and this is how we're going to do it. So I think just a little bit more structure in how we're going to go about training. I think the way that they trained, when I came in, there was a little bit of, if it was hard, they sort of would back down, and that's not my MO. My MO very much is, if it's hard, great, it's going to make us better, right? So obviously within reason, but just laying out what those practice plans look like every week, every month, being able to read the room. When do we need to push them so that they believe that they are capable of more than they thought? When do we need to pull back and say, you guys, you've had it mentally, you're exhausted, physically, get it. Let's just make a little shift here. Just being able to do that and gaining their trust so that anything we ask, they are willing to do, was a pretty simple tweak, and we've seen great rewards from that. So I mean, they had it in them. I think they needed people to believe in them and say, let's go. I've done it before, right? Staff has done it before. This is what it's going to look like. And as long as they did ask, hey, coach, if you're laying out these high expectations, we're okay with that, but we might need you to walk us through that so we don't start to feel overwhelmed. And so that, one of our seniors, Drew Aldridge, said that early on, and so that always just stuck in the back of our minds of, hey, we're asking them to do something they haven't done before. What do they need to see? What do they need to hear? How do we need to continue to praise, reward, encourage, and challenge so that it becomes a very clear picture? I don't know if that makes sense, but they needed to be able to see it with their own eyes and not just say, hey, we're going to do this, and then kind of expect them to drive that. They drove a lot of it, but we also pushed from behind, or I would say probably more like arms together, is what it feels like with this group.
No midweek game for Carolina on the basketball side of things this week, so it will be some practice and recovery time for the Tar Heels. They are back in action, though, next Saturday in the Smith Center. It's an 8 o'clock tip against Georgia Tech. We'll have highlights of that game and a lot more next week on the Carolina Insider.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. And brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar, Coca-Cola with zero sugar and now even more delicious. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield.